Salutations YouTube, salutations la VOD, nouveau jeu, nouveau point and click, nous allons jouer à Tex Murphy, Under a Killing Moon. Nous allons mettre l'intro tout de suite, et j'espère que tout va bien se passer. Le jeu est en français, enfin en VO, en voix anglaise plus exactement, sous-titré français. Salut Sue, des bisous, bienvenue, let's go.
So, they found it again, have they? I thought we'd taken care of it.
The forces of evil are persistent, sir.
I'm getting too old for this. Who have we got lined up to deal with this problem?
Murphy, sir.
Oh, no, not Murphy.
Afraid so, sir.
What about Spade or Marlowe?
Dead, sir.
Isn't there anyone else?
Sorry, sir, he's next on the list.
Well, I suppose we'll have to make do.
Alors vous allez voir, il y a plusieurs formats de fenêtres suivant si c'est du modèle 3D, du FMV, le déplacement, etc. Je vous ferai voir la config qui était proposée du jeu à l'époque. C'est un sacré bordel.
No pestilence has ever been so fatal or
Ah oui, c'est nouveau. Vous avez sur le chat les top fans, etc. Suivant les dons super chat, etc. Suivant le nombre de messages et tout. Voilà, là on passe sur une espèce de petite fenêtre et c'est le plus grand en fait que je puisse avoir, bizarrement. Ou alors j'ai pas compris, mais vous allez voir. Je vous ferai voir. Donc je vous dis, après ce jeu, on fera Darkseid. Et on aura notre podcast également. Qui est récent, qui est de 2022. Notre podcast. Brian Keith. Margot Kidder. Russell Means. And the voice of Just... Ah, Jones, ah bah tiens. J'aime ça le Jones, dis donc. D'accord. Dark Vador, tout ça, tout ça. San Francisco. En 2042.
The moonlight, New San
Oh,
Francisco sparkles like a
très joli modèle.
zirconium, an island of hollow beauty surrounded by a red sea of radiation. 5 million souls drowning in gamma
Ah.
rays.
On va en chier des bulles carrées sur Darkseid.
Natural immunity to genetic mutation caused by the radiation. I'm one of them. Most of them live in
T'avais une bonne gueule au niveau de l'atmosphère. Je l'ai lancé le jeu, j'ai regardé.
live among the unlucky souls, the mutants in the
Ah oui, Blade Runner, j'ai téléchargé aussi.
San Francisco. My name's Tex Murphy. I'm a private detective. Or at least I used to be. Since my marriage hit the rocks, I haven't done much of anything.
C'est le Dick Tracy du futur.
For the first time in a week, but all I ended up doing was spending the last of my money on a bottle of cheap bourbon. Now it's past midnight and I'm staring out of the window of my office on the second floor of the Ritz Hotel. Just like me, the Ritz used to be something. Now it's just another grimy building in a rundown part of town. And I'm almost out of bourbon.
My God, Murphy, you look like hell. Really hit bottom, didn't you?
Oh, I usually don't look this bad. I forgot to take my Geritol this morning. So, you want a drink? I saved my first one to have with you.
Non, j'ai dit, j'ai téléchargé Blade Runner.
Drive for 8 years now. Yeah, one morning I just looked in the mirror and decided I needed to make a few lifestyle changes. Quit smoking, quit drinking. Now I'm getting out of the business. Yep, I'm gonna move to the tropics and retire in a nice secluded island with a tribe of beautiful young women.
You're getting out of the business? I guess that means the end of the world must be around the corner because you are the detective. I can't imagine you doing anything else, especially not running around an island with a bunch of nubile women in a loincloth.
Oh, I can imagine it. I've been thinking about it for years now. Yeah. You know how it is. Lonely. Underappreciated. Dangerous. I haven't had a decent night's sleep in 38 years. I tell you, I'm working on a case right now, and that's going to be my last one. Oh. Enough about me. How about you, Tex? How's life treating you? Bad as it looks?
Well, it depends. What day is it anyway today? Saturday? Well, Saturdays aren't too bad. It's normally Thursday by the time I get really suicidal. So what is it you wanted? Just come by to sprinkle a little salt into the open wounds of my pathetic life?
No, Tex, you got me all wrong. Nah, just because you turned me in and got me suspended and humiliated me in front of my peers. You sold me out. But that's all gonna pass. See, I quit hating you for that weeks ago. Like I said, I'll be leaving soon, and I didn't want to go with any loose ends dangling there to bother me in my golden years.
Hey, don't worry about me. When you tossed me out of the agency, it was the best thing that ever happened. Digging through dumpsters and sleeping in abandoned speeders. You helped me learn a great lesson. Because no matter how bad things are, they can always get worse.
So what happened to you? I heard you were doing pretty well there for a while. Did a hell of a job on that Martian memorandum case. What's your problem? You one of those people who can't live with success? Huh?
Well, I can live with it. I'm just afraid of commitment. Now you tell me something. Why wouldn't you talk to me 15 years ago? I was a stupid kid back then. Could have tried to understand why I told the ethics board what I did. I mean, I understand now that I was out of line and I made a mistake, but why'd you cut me off like that?
Because apparently you never learned the first rule of a PI. And never, ever betray your friends. Now, friendship goes beyond blood and race and politics. You gotta find out who your friends are, then you hold on to them. They're a precious commodity to people like me and you. Now listen, before I go, I came here with a warning. I heard your name mentioned in connection with a case that I'm working on, and you stay out of it. If you don't, somebody's gonna find you floating in the bay with a hole in your head. And I don't need any more strain on my conscience.
You know, frankly, I'm pretty insulted. Because I'm a pretty damn good detective, and I can take care of myself, thank you.
No! Just remember what I said, Tex. Got no idea what kind of people we're dealing with here. Just keep out of my way.
Sacré texte. Allez, allons-y. Oui, on s'en fiche. Un film de cul? Eh oui, Tex attrape la flemme, jour 1.
So last night, after 15 years, the colonel walks into my office. Made me take a good hard look at myself. Maybe I have hit bottom, and maybe I do look like hell. Lord knows the only exercise I've had lately is tipping the bottle and flipping cards into my hat. I gotta find some work. Contrary to what the colonel might think, I'm as good a detective as he ever was. Now I just gotta prove it. I'm gonna scare up a job today, even if it means finding somebody's lost puppy.
Ah, mais ça me met voir, prendre, machin. Et oui, suivant ce qu'on a. Il est où Ah oui, on est... Oh, putain, d'accord. Alors ça, c'est très surprenant, ça.
That hutch holds a life's worth of knickknacks, paddywhacks, and the world's largest piece of elbow macaroni. That hutch holds a life's worth of knickknacks, paddywhacks, and the world's largest... This piece of art is called Two Whales on a Bender. This one really isn't art, it's a placemat from Taco Bob's.
Attendez, j'essaie de régler ma sensibilité parce que là c'est un bordel innommable. Le jeu est absolument pas fait pour ce genre de sensibilité. Ok, là je suis au minimum. Putain, faut vraiment à peine bouger. D'accord, donc effectivement la molette, enfin le bouton de ma molette du coup permet bien de passer en déplacement, en mode déplacement.
By entering suspect information like height, weight, and hair color, I can access the suspect's personal files.
Ah, je pourrais faire un portrait robot.
This one really isn't art, it's a... The UI of you was the only place that would accept me. Half the course credit was earned by locating the university.
Ah, ils auraient pu éviter la reverb quand même.
Oh, great. Another incoming message that won't print out. If I don't get a new fax machine, I'll be out of business.
Le 2042,
This
bon.
cabin is where my old successes go to die. Nothing here but nostalgia. This cabinet is where my old... This cabinet is where my old successes go to die. Toxic Taste is a novel by Lou G. Trundle, the only mutant popular enough to make the New York Times bestseller list. My phone had worked perfectly if it hadn't been disconnected. Hip-hop English keeps me up on all the slang kids are using today. Sylvia, my ex-wife. Whenever I think things can't get any worse, I think about her and how she totally screwed up my life. She's a woman who loves a man, any time. I'll never forget the day I came home early and caught her with the upholstery man.
Oh, there you are. I just got
On a
done
la
with the
scène.
chair. I'll be
Oh
sending
non,
you
mais en
your
plus ça
husband.
ressemble à rien.
Oh, Rudy. Let's not think about my husband right now. I was watching you upholster and you're so big and strong.
Do you really think so?
Well, yes. God, I've only known you for 10 minutes and I feel like I've known you forever. Oh, yes, look. And look at this muscle. Oh. The way you hold me, Tex never held me like this. Oh, kiss me, Rudy, and set my lips on fire.
Okay.
Oh, Tex, honey. I wasn't expecting you home so soon.
Well, duh. Obviously. Now I know why the Roto-Rooter man keeps calling and asking whether we
Mais
need
c'est
the plumbing
mauvais!
checked. Well, I gotta admit, those chairs look pretty good.
Thanks. Listen, how about I don't charge you on the labor and we call it even?
Fair enough. But from here on out, Rudy, customer servicing doesn't include my wife.
See, honey? I saved you some money again. Aren't you happy?
I married her for better or worse.
Comment je dois prendre cette scène là?
Never got any better.
Soit c'est fait exprès, soit c'est extrêmement mal joué. Alors. Il va falloir s'y faire.
Most of these desk drawers haven't been used for so long, I'm afraid. Most of these desk... As usual, it's a mess. As usual, it's a mess. Nothing in here but a pen. This is probably the only writing utensil that works in the whole office.
Oh là là, ça va tellement être facile de louper des trucs.
This here is my favorite. As usual, it's a... Most of these desk drawers haven't... As usual. Most of these desk... My old reliable faux oak desk.
Mais ouvre le tiroir. Il y a qu'un timbre, qu'est-ce que je m'en fous.
Nothing in here but a stamp.
Prends-le le timbre. Bon.
One last...
Vas-y, prends-le, c'est même sûr. Tout seul. Et donc, on a moyen de combiner. Comment ça fonctionne? Repose-le. Bon là je peux pas, mais je veux dire, il n'y a pas de... Il n'y a pas d'ordre. On peut examiner comme ça, très bien. Changer directement, ok, on a un timbre de 10 $. Non, 10 centimes. 10 centimes, c'est pas 10 $. Texte. Ah, le panneau auxiliaire nous permet de faire des sauvegardes et de passer dans la config. On peut même mettre des commentaires et tout. C'est hyper complet hein, comme interface. Si je veux sortir, si je fais échappe. Si je fais échappe, c'est OK.
World War IV. A dark and reactionary vision of the coming century by Rush Limbaugh III. The fabulous Dior lamp. I bought it for 77 cents. The fabulous Dior.
Ah, la sensibilité par contre. Je suis au minimum moi, hein, de ma souris, je suis au minimum dans le jeu donc. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça?
Crime-Link computer is the only valuable piece of equipment left in the office. By entering suspect information like height, weight, and hair color, I can access the suspect's personal files.
Mais non, mais c'est à côté, mais pas du tout. Alors, mais pas du tout. Je suis absolument pas là où tu penses que je suis, là, le jeu, là. Mais si, mais c'est l'ordinateur. Ah oui, non, mais d'accord, ok, oui, non, mais ça ressemble à rien. Ah oui, d'accord, c'est le support, là. Ah oui, putain, pardon. J'ai pas compris.
Another pile of garbage. There just aren't enough hours in the day. That's a perfect bed for a destitute PI. Small, lightweight, no sheets.
Oh, dormir au bureau, quel enfer.
Well, since the building inspector has only one eye and no depth perception, the hotel manager painted fire extinguishers in all the apartments. It saved him a bundle.
Ouais, je suis pas sûr que ça marche. Hein.
I call this painting The Big Spill. Great-great-grandpa Murphy made it through the Depression by teaching cha-cha lessons to rich older women. He made thousands before the authorities found out he had no formal training. The dusty credenza I've got serves only one purpose, and that's to keep the dust off the floor. The dusty... My gun.
Ah!
I love it so much! Old trusty sidearm. Been with me since the beginning.
Pouvoir tirer sur les gens, très bien.
You want some of this, huh? Bam, bam! Hey, bam, bam, bam!
Ah non, mais un mec qui fait ça, faut pas lui donner un flingue.
Bam, bam!
Enfin, un pistolet à eau, au pire.
You. Hey, Sonny, can you help me out? My girlfriend threw my gun out of the window. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, just pick it up and, hey, don't point that thing up here. That's not a toy, you know. Oh, my hell. No matter how bad things got, I always had my gun. Now I've lost that, too. I have a feeling this is going to be one of those days.
D'accord. Donc non, on n'aura pas de revolver. Et à la limite, tant mieux pour lui, parce que lui, je lui filerai pas un flingue. Ah, courrière.
Oh boy, mail. Oh boy, mail.
Non, examiner. On a droit à une opération de chirurgie esthétique, nez, sein, etc. offerte par la clinique esthétique réalisé. 30 minutes pour transformer. Commercial. Validité permanente. Utilisation soumise aux lois en vigueur. Valeur 1/20 de cent. Enfin, oui, enfin 20 centimes, quoi. Demain 9h, le magasin d'électronique ouvrira les portes de son espace entièrement rénové et vous offrira des affaires à des prix imbattables. Critères fax, jouets, télécommande hi-fi et il avait pas dit que qu'il lui fallait un fax lui. Hi-fi stéréo, vidéo, téléphone, machin, bidule, truc en tout genre. Donc n'hésitez pas. Comparez les prix de nos gadgets maison personnalisés. Carte de crédit du magasin d'électronique et prenez votre temps. Donc, on n'en croirait pas vos yeux. Ah mais c'est les Astérix, ça, les Astérix, il l'avait mis où le premier d'ailleurs? Il y a un article de chaque dans la limite des stocks disponibles. Ces produits ne sont pas en solde, bien entendu. De quoi ils sont pas en solde? Ah, les gadgets maison. Les paiements cash ne sont pas acceptés. Votre carte de crédit est indispensable pour entrer dans le magasin. Pour entrer dans le magasin? La vache. Je sais pas... Ah, formule de carte de crédit. Putain, j'avais même pas vu ça.
A pre-approved electronic shop credit card application addressed to the previous occupant. Just needs to be signed, stamped and mailed.
De mettre un timbre et de leur envoyer, et ben mais voilà. Alors, combiner. On va... Remplir. Formulaire rempli. Ensuite, on va foutre un timbre. Et voilà.
Need to run this thing down to the auto post box on the street.
Et ben voilà, on n'aura plus qu'à faire ça. Ok. Je trouve que c'est plutôt intelligent, c'est que quand on peut faire quelque chose, ça nous met automatiquement l'option. Donc déjà, ça c'est bien. Moi, ce que j'aimais pas sur Monkey Island, par exemple. C'est plutôt clair. Ça, c'est extrêmement surprenant. Je dois bien avouer. C'est plutôt cool, même. Je m'y attendais absolument pas à ce mode de déplacement-là.
Things look pretty slow on the street today. Oh, great. Another incoming message that won't print out. If I don't get a new fax machine, I'll be out of business.
Il y a encore ça, c'est quoi ça? Télé?
My phonograph's an old family heirloom. I love to play the classics. Kool and the Gang, Peaches and Herb.
Un phonographe? Putain, je suis désolé, j'arrive pas à voir le phonographe là. Petite musique d'ascenseur. Ah putain, c'est le capot, putain, oui d'accord, ok. Ok, c'est le capot en fait du tourne-disque là qu'on voit comme ça. J'arrivais pas à voir là. D'accord.
Stupid light switch is stuck in the on position. Could be worse, I guess.
C'est pratique, hein, bah putain la facture d'électricité. Ouais. Oh mon dieu, il a tous les mêmes vestes. Oh, les vestes beiges, là.
All I've ever needed was a soft felt fedora, a well-tailored overcoat, and a comfy pair of sneakers. Some people know what they like, and they stay with it. All I've ever needed was... All I've...
J'aime bien pour faire un peu technologique ce qu'ils ont fait. C'est qu'ils ont foutu des espèces de trucs genre circuits imprimés, genre trucs comme ça. On l'a vu aussi sur l'ordinateur. Et là, je sais pas, ils ont fait un peu la même chose sur une fontaine à eau.
Spring water is indispensable, literally. I'm out of paper cups. That's the door to the street.
Bah allons-y, hein. S'il manque quelque chose, tant pis, hein. On reviendra. On a le formulaire, on a un prospectus, on a un bon, et de toute manière, faut qu'on poste, et on n'a pas de...
The air outside feels thick, like I'm breathing through a pair of
On s'est fait piquer notre flingue.
socks. It's a high radiation day. Most everyone will be staying inside, but I need to hunt for some work. I always like to start the day with the traditional PI breakfast. That hits the spot.
Alors,
Chelsea runs a first-rate newsstand.
je moonwalk apparemment. Alors c'est sympa, mais c'est pas le truc le plus pratique en réalité.
I don't know what these garbage cans are used for, but they're the cleanest things on the street. I don't know what these garbage...
Non, bon, c'est juste qu'on on verra. Alors, il y a des parcs-mètres.
I heard this newspaper box got destroyed right after Chelsea opened her newsstand. Coincidence? These fire hydrants are commonly used by the locals to mark territory in front of their respective business establishments. I like to stand by these, waiting for a glimpse of Rita. Coit Tower was once a majestic landmark. The wiener stand on the patio at the base of Coit Tower made the best chili dog in town. No one's here right now, though, so I better check back later.
Oh. Oh bah tant pis. C'est plus tard. Ok. Boîte aux lettres américaine. Boîte bleue, c'est ça. Hein.
Surprisingly, the auto postbox has no graffiti on it. Maybe people around here are finally starting to respect our government and its fine agencies. Surprisingly, the auto...
Donc, c'est tellement propre, tous ces modèles 3D, c'en est presque perturbant. J'ai vu un ouvrir un moment. Regardez comment ça fonctionne par contre.
That's not gonna work.
Utiliser.
The Postal Service has gotten much faster since the stamp price went to $10. I should
Ah non, ça coûte vraiment 10 $.
tomorrow morning.
D'accord, donc faut bien faire tac et utiliser.
That's not...
Bon, le prospectus nous informe, en tout cas pour le fax. Et ça, bah, je sais pas, si on veut se faire refaire le nez ou se faire poser des seins, on peut. Très bien.
That old wooden fence blocks off the alley that runs beside Rook's pawn shop.
Le magasin d'électronique. Eh oui, mais le magasin d'électronique, je ne peux pas y aller parce que j'ai pas ma carte de crédit. Ok, on commence à comprendre la direction que ça va prendre. Oh mon Dieu! C'est extrêmement perturbant, elle est réelle.
Chelsea's a hot little number. I hear she's a mutant, but it doesn't show. The only weird thing about her is she won't go out with me. Chelsea Bando's the kind that could hold her own with anyone, but she has a way of turning my knees to jelly. She's a mutant just like everyone else in this part of town, but she's a real beauty.
Well, hello, stranger.
Oh là là! Quelle aptitude on... Ah là là, les amoureux transis.
Chelsea, you're breaking my heart.
Why? Because I've got a steady job?
Ah oui, en fait, on n'a pas vraiment des questions, on a des attitudes qui vont me faire, qui va poser certaines questions. Profondément insulté, réponse sarcastique, drague. Ah, petite réponse sarcastique.
You're a riot, Chelsea. You ought to be doing stand-up.
No. Look, I do enough stand-up work right here. So can I help you with something?
Ah, et là, on choisit.
Rook acts like a tough guy, but he's a softie. Just don't tell him that to his face. Oh, you know me, Tex. I'm just making ends meet. I love Louis, but his friendliness doesn't fool me. He's a sharp one. He knows everything that's going on in this neighborhood. Franny's a live wire. Either she or Sal is going to do time for killing the other one. I have never seen a couple fight like they do. Sal's a handful. He's a nice guy, but I don't know, I feel kind of naked when he gives me the eye.
Hyper bon signe, ça, comme impression.
Sal...
Non mais je m'en fous, je Ardo.
Luckily, Ardo seems to like me. I mean, if I were on his
C'est l'idiot du village, non?
I'd be
C'était lui?
tempted to relocate. He could crush a Subaru.
Ah oui, c'est le mutant qui est un peu idiot, qui fait 2m40 et 200 kg, c'est ça?
Wish I could help you there, Tex.
Chelsea's a hot.
What can I do for you, Tex?
D'accord.
Chelsea runs a first-rate newsstand.
Ah oui, putain.
The Bijou Theater used to be quite a night spot. It was condemned years ago and could collapse any day. There's no way I'm going in there.
Assassiné. Non mais bijou avec cette espèce de typographie comme ça, c'est les gâteaux là. On avait des gâteaux, bijoux là. Il y a pas des non, pas des madeleines, mais c'était quoi bijoux? Ça doit toujours exister d'ailleurs.
It's all locked up. The only way I'm gonna get inside is by using my innate cleverness or ingenuity, or maybe a key. It's all locked.
La sensibilité de tout, je vous dis. C'est un des liens.
Yeah, looks like someone's locked the door. All hell has broken loose since the government stopped requiring products to display those give a hoot, don't pollute symbols. My trusty 31 lightning bolt speeder. I still regret not getting the sunroof option. All hell has broken loose since the government stopped requiring products.
D'accord, donc tout ce qui est... Oui, bon, bah, il y a du déchet. Bon, écoutez, c'est un peu Marseille.
Rook Garner runs this pawn shop.
Ah.
Rook Garner runs this pawn shop. He's a crusty old World War III vet with a face like a raisin and a tongue like a butcher's cleaver.
What do you want, Murphy?
Fine. How you doing, Rook?
I'm not in the mood for small talk.
Bon, il a pas l'air commode, lui.
Fine. What do you want to talk about?
Let me tell you about my great day, Murphy. Last night, someone broke into my pawn shop. I don't usually have anything of great value, but yesterday I gave out a fair amount of cash for an extremely valuable diamond bracelet.
How much is a fair amount of cash?
In this case, $8,000.
Boy, that's a lot of clams, Rook.
Don't you think I know that? The bracelet was pawned by a young girl named Emma Nimpton. She said she hated to hawk a family heirloom, but had no choice. She said
Il est écossais, non?
in a month. Well, since the bracelet was worth 10 times the $8,000 I loaned her, it was a good deal for me.
Did you get any other information from this Emma Nimpton?
She left a phone number. I called her this morning, but the line is disconnected.
S'en occuper, on cherche du travail.
Sounds like my vast experience as a PI could come in handy.
Yeah, it couldn't hurt. The police are no help. A mutant is on his own when he gets robbed in this town.
I'd appreciate your help. I'm not a rich man, but if you find the bracelet, I'll owe you a few favors, which could come in handy. Come back here and I'll show you where they broke in.
Rook takes me out back and shows me where the burglar broke in. The back window is busted out and the latch is ripped. It's a sloppy job. As I start my investigation, I'm looking for information to enter into my crime-link computer back at the office. One thing's for sure, Emma Nimpton won't be one of the suspects' names. Every PI worth his salt knows that's not my name spelled backwards. I wonder what all these garbage cans are doing around here. Maybe Rook is running a low-rent hostel. Well, that's the sturdy, worm-eaten back door to Rook's pawn shop. Well, obviously, the window was broken from the outside. Looks like a shoe print is outlined in that sticky pool of something resembling chocolate. Footprints about a size 14. Looks like a shoe. These are empty jumbo-sized cans of Camel's chunky chocolate soup. Good. The empty bottles of chocolate syrup lying all around this alley all look like they've been licked clean. The empty bottles of chocolate syrup lying all around this... An empty bottle of evanescent spring water. For those with a higher class of thirst.
Je crois comprendre comment ça va fonctionner. Il faut qu'on récolte des indices, il faudra qu'on aille jusqu'à l'ordinateur pour pouvoir avoir un portrait robot. Donc on a quelqu'un qui aime le chocolat, qui apparemment fait du 44, donc ça veut dire que c'est pas quelqu'un de petit. Bon, après avec leur histoire de mutant, après on sait pas.
Shard of glass must have come from that broken window. Now we're starting to get somewhere. These disgusting piles of trash remind me of Aunt Betty's annual yard sales. Like Rook always says,
Ah, il y a un déplacé là en gris.
There's nothing like a quality garbage can.
On est absolument pas bien positionné là. Mais il y a une clé. C'est pratique.
Looks like a key of some kind.
Ah putain, je t'en supplie.
It's one of those basketballs they used to give away at Weenie World.
Fabricant de saucisses.
10 seconds left. Down by 1. Murphy has the ball. He fakes. He drives. It's a 360. He's fouled.
Merci. Et évidemment, tu ne l'as absolument pas ramassé. Non.
The texture of the pavement surface is a cross between a spilled Coke and sandstone. Whoever uses these... The empty bottles... These...
Bon non, ça veut absolument rien dire. Ça veut dire plutôt que notre cher Portrouk, là, il... Prêteur sur gage, là, il consomme une quantité astronomique de chocolat.
The other end of this power box must be out of commission. The gauge is as dead as my love life. These disgusting... I don't usually enjoy piles of garbage, but they do add a lot of... I don't use... The baby rum wrapper looks like it was left recently. Yep, still warm. Baby rum wrapper looks like it was left recently.
Baby Rome.
Still warm. An empty bottle. I wonder what all these garbage cans. An empty bottle of evanescence. Whoa! This antique boombox worked. I bet it'd only play the Bee Gees.
Une radio. Ouais, Jérôme. Très bien. Oui, il y a l'air d'avoir moult choses qui pourraient faire qu'effectivement on galère. Déjà rien que sur les histoires de questions-réponses, là, d'interrogations, de ton à employer, etc.
An empty. I wonder what all.
Ah putain, la sensibilité de la souris. Je suis désolé, hein, des fois ça s'emballe, mais je vous jure, je suis au minimum. Hein.
Well, that steep staircase looks really hard to climb.
Ah, on peut vraiment.
Wow, a recyclable paper can. Finally, a glimmer of ecological responsibility. I didn't know Rook cared. Wow, a
Waouh, non mais ouvre. Merci.
Wow.
Waouh. Rapproche-toi parce qu'apparemment tu galères.
Wow.
Non, on s'en fout, tu t'ouvres juste. Va utiliser le...
Well, that's not gonna work. Well, that's not gonna work.
Ok, bah on va retenir qu'ici, il y a moyen de... Apparemment, de mettre du papier. Très bien.
These disgusting. These disgusting.
Bon. Et donc la clé de l'allée là, c'est quoi là? C'est la clé du magasin? Ça n'a rien à voir? C'est quoi?
So,
Non, tu
Murphy,
peux...
have you come up with anything yet?
C'est autre chose. Donc.
Well, it's hard to say, but I'll get back to you later.